Hello coin collectors out there, welcome back to the Big D Coins channel. Are you ready to take a look at some bicentennial nickels? Now you might be thinking to yourself, there aren't any bicentennial nickels out there. However, these ones right here actually are the bicentennial nickels to commemorate the Louisiana Purchase and the Lewis and Clark expedition. So the president signed into law allowing these nickels to be produced to modify the Jefferson nickel to reflect the images of the historic expedition into the Louisiana Territory. The United States Mint began the Westward Journey Series in 2004 with the Peace Medal. Then came the Keelboat, and then in 2005 they made the Ocean in View, Oh Joy, right here, and the bison nickel right there. So we're going to start and take a look at all of these. We're going to talk about some super valuable piece metal nickels toward the end of the video. But first, we're going to take a slow look at each one of these individual designs. So you might be asking yourself, is it really necessary that I have a full stack of these nickels right here that are all of the Ocean Enjoy ones? Well, I usually pick out the ones that are in great condition when I'm coin roll hunting and just kind of set those aside, because you never know what you might find and it could be worth going back and taking a look at them. So let's move most of these out of the way. Now all of these ones are in great condition but not good enough for them to get graded. So let's take a look at this specific design right here. We'll take a brief look at it and then we'll move on to the next one. So this is the Ocean in View. This was to commemorate a journal entry that was documented by Captain William Clark. He supposedly said on November 7th, 1805, Ocean in View, oh joy. So that's what we see right down here, and that's to commemorate them making it to the Pacific Ocean, which was kind of their end destination as far as their journey goes. So they made it to the Pacific Ocean, turned back, and then reported to Thomas Jefferson all of the cool stuff that they found on their way once they got back. The next one right here is the American bison. This one came out in 2005 as well. So this is kind of a throwback to the buffalo nickel that's out there. I imagine Lewis and Clark did see plenty of bison along their journey. And so this kind of commemorates that, as well as giving a cool kind of a throwback to the previous buffalo nickels that were made out there. For comparison's sakes, here's the current new buffalo nickel and the old one right here. So you can see they're kind of like facing off against each other, but very similar design. So this kind of recognizes the different wildlife that Lewis and Clark encountered on their expedition. The next one in the series, we're going in reverse order, is the Keelboat. Now I've got this cool black one right here. This is definitely post-mint damage. It's been kind of roughed up, but I just really like the coloring of it, so that's why I took it out of circulation and I'm holding on to it. So it's real cool coloring to it, but it's not going to be worth anything as it's all post-mint damage and just some interesting coloring to it. So I hang on to those when I find them. You can see these ones are in pretty good shape as well, although they do have some dings on them, so that one's not even in good shape at all. So this design right here, you see it features an angled side view of a keelboat with a full sail transporting members of the expedition and their supplies through the rivers of the Louisiana Territory in search for the Northwest Passage to the Pacific Ocean. Built to the specifications of the Captain Lewis, a 55-foot keelboat was sailed, rowed, pulled like a raft, and towed from the riverbank. So that's what they use right there. You can see it has a bunch of different features to it. It's got that sail on it, which I bet was pretty helpful on some days, as well as the men have poles that they probably used to push it, and they, as I said, pulled it from the shore as well. Now we get into this one right here. This is the real valuable one that we're going to be talking about. So this one has sold at PCGS auctions, which I'm going to show you later in the video, for very high sums. So keep your eye out for this one. Actually, I think this one right here might be enslaved. These two are both in great shape, although they do have a few scratches to them. Definitely not in the Mint State 68 that we're going to be talking about later. So this one right here is the piece metal nickel. So a little bit of description of this. So the first of two reserves of the 2004 dated Jefferson nickel feature a rendition of the reverse of the original Indian peace medal commissioned for Lewis and Clark expedition. The medals were presented to Native American chiefs and other important leaders as tokens of goodwill at treaty signings or other events. So that's what we're seeing here. We're seeing a kind of a European shaking hands with a Native American, and we see the kind of the peace medal, two things right there. I'm not sure what those are. Those are commemorating both the peace between the Europeans and the Native Americans. So the two errors that are mentioned in the Cherry Picker's Guide are a double die obverse for the peace medal. That at a mint state 65 is worth $75. And the 2005 American Bison nickel that has a double die obverse as well, mint state 65 worth $75. Now the real value for this nickel right here has been in a mint state 68 conditions. Now mint state 68, very, very, very high grade coin, as you guys probably know if you're into coin grading. Very hard to get those. In fact, PCGS has only verified 8 of the mint state 68s, and they have sold in auction for a lot of money. So I'm going to do hopefully what is a smooth transition here from my stand to the laptop. We're just going to show some quick images on the PCGS website. Now, someone recently commented on my video that you have to have a login to view this information. I'm not sure about that. I'm not currently logged in, as I'll show you, and I'm still able to see a lot of the great information here. So this is the PCGS auction prices. Now, we are searching over here. Let me adjust the camera. Now, you know, some coin collectors might have better editing, but we're just kind of doing it live here. So we're searching 2004 piece metal on the PCGS auction prices portion of their website. And then I'll show you that I'm not currently logged in. So if we look at the top there, sign in, join. So I'm not currently logged in, and I can see all of this great information. So then we go 2004 auction results right here. Now, what you want to look at is the number along the side here. That's a very specific auction. Now, this is the date the auction happened. So I looked May 2017. So this right here, January 2017, $3,055, mint state 68 heritage, sold at the January 2017 Fun US Coins signature auction. So that is a verified, that's an actual amount that sold right there. That's not a hypothetical as far as the value goes. Someone actually paid $3,055 in January 2017 for a mint state 68. Go scroll down a little bit older. We see this right here, January 2016. Someone paid $4,230 for a mint state 68. That was at a heritage auction. It was certified by PCGS. It was at the January 2016 Fun US Coin Signature Auction. So if you're got a nice coin right here, a nice piece metal, looks like the January Fun US Coin Auction is the auction to go to. Now we just clicked to another site of the PCGS. Now this shows you their estimated values right here, as far as by grading and not by auction results. So we see the grades along the top, 64, 65, 66, 67, and 68. And where it really jumps up is when you get to that 68. So we're looking at the 67s. They're about $100 to $250. Then the 68s, there are only 8 graded of them, so they're much, much more rare, and those are in the $3,000 to $4,000 range. All right, so I'll start to sign off here. Hopefully you guys found this helpful. Keep your eye out for those high-grade piece metal nickels. Have a great day, and best of luck coin collecting, everyone. Enjoy. Take care.